Thanks, Dirk. All right, there's some big changes, big doings afoot at our close strategic partner, the Coordinate Metrology Society. In addition to the recent launch of their new and improved website, the ongoing plans for their big annual shindig, CMMS 2018 in Reno this summer, and the rapidly approaching deadline for abstracts of the papers to be presented at that show. They're also kicking off a brand new certification initiative, very interesting. The CMS first began certifying metrology professionals more than 5 years ago, initially beginning with the Level 1 certification, which is a written exam testing foundational theory. The Society then began offering hands-on Level 2 certifications, first on articulated arm portable CMMs, and then for laser trackers. Now, for 2018, the CMS is expanding its certification program to include pilot exams for users of 3D scanners, as well as operators of fixed CMMs. Now, this is a major change.
Yeah, especially the fixed CMMs.
Well, yeah. I mean, it really is. It's very different, and a lot of you listening today to the show could very well find this really interesting. I mean, previously, fixed CMMs were outside the scope of the Coordinate Metrology Society, but this latest initiative might very well cause a lot of you to take another look at what the Society can do to help you in your career. So, joining us now on this month's CMS Corner to tell us more is Randy Gruver, a project manager and employee development leader at Boeing, who also happens to moonlight as the CMS's certification committee chair. Randy, welcome back to Quality Digest Live.
Hi. Thanks, Mike. Hi, Dirk.
Hey there.
How are you doing today, Randy?
Terrific.
Good. Well, you and the rest of the executive committee at the CMS, you really decided to focus on 3D scanners and fixed CMMs as the next stage of your certification offerings. So why did you make that decision about those particular two areas, especially the fixed CMMs?
Yeah, fixed CMM, that's probably the biggest news for us. The scanner was next on our list. So we had initially set out to tackle the laser tracker, the portable CMM, PCMM, articulated arm, photogrammetry, and the scanner. That was our original portfolio of offerings for Level 2. CMM, that's brand new. But interestingly, when we first launched the Level 1 certification, that general knowledge cognitive assessment, we had interest from the CMM community to see if it might be applicable to the skill set that they have. So we actually had some of their folks seek to participate in that. We discouraged them because the intent was the portable field. We decided, I think, that it was time to reach out to the fixed CMM community and see if we couldn't include that fixed CMM Level 1 cognitive certification in our portfolio. So NACMA, North American Coordinate Metrology Association, we reached out to those folks. Their domain is kind of specific with the CMMs, and we've got some partnership and have reached out to their audience to help guide us on the journey. And I think we're going to have a real successful product and a pretty receptive audience.
And what is the written assessment going to focus on?
The 5 duty areas that our current written assessment includes, interpreting design requirements, CMM knowledge, the pre-measurement planning piece of the work, performing the measurement operations, then analyzing the data, and ethics. So ethics plays a big part as well in our certifications.
And Randy, has there been any thought about what the hands-on assessment might look like for scanners as well as, of course, for the fixed CMMs?
Yeah, the hands-on piece is kind of where the rubber meets the road. So being able to pass a knowledge exam is one thing, but being able to actually produce data, it can be another. So that's why we went on the 2-stage, Level 1, Level 2 model. So for the scanner, it's going to be quite challenging because there are a number of different types of scanners. There are handheld scanners and arm-mounted scanners and area scanners. We're going to rely on scanner experts. So we're going to put together a workshop into March 22nd and 3rd with the scanner community, number of folks, and we're going to go through the detail of performing task analysis, which is identifying all the tasks that occur and all the steps with regards to using the different types of scanners, and then we'll build the assessment based on the analysis of how the work happens.
And more to the hands-on aspect of this. Obviously, with the portable equipment, if somebody wants to be tested on the portable equipment for the hands-on, they can go to the CMSC, or the equipment can be shipped around. With the fixed CMM, how are you guys going to? Or is somebody going to have to go to, a company that manufactures fixed CMMs in order to take the test?
That's where our partnership with right now 6 different private commercial companies as authorized proctors, that's where that comes into play. So it's a great question. So Hexagon is one of our 6 partners, and they're authorized to proctor exams in the level 1 field, and we're going to move forward to also authorize our proctor partners to administer the level 2s. So yeah, at a Hexagon facility, I think you could probably access CMM. And a number of service providers are also authorized proctors right now that also have CMMs. So I think we could accommodate it either at the show or at most of, if not all of, our authorized proctor sites.
So Randy, can you talk a little bit about the differences and the similarities maybe between portable and fixed CMMs? I mean, how many operators, for instance, might be familiar and are competent with both of those?
I think probably a large number of the folks that use CMMs use both, portables and fixed. In the service sector, for sure, kind of depends on the work rules at some of the bigger companies. But generally, I think there is so much crossover between those 2 technologies, it's not a tremendous leap in skill to move between one or the other. The fixed CMM or traditional CMMs, I think, are have always been the gold standard for accuracy. Everybody's measured themselves to. I think the portable devices are probably drawing close. I don't know if they'll ever successfully replace the CMM or traditional CMM. I think there's that tactile element with the portable CMMs. There's that technique that you can kind of influence or induce errors into measurements or some lack of consistency. I think with a fixed CMM, there's a machine interface. So you're going to have to know your M codes and G codes and a little bit of machine language and programming. So there's that difference for sure, but I think there's more in common than there is different.
Randy, in the minute we have left here, maybe you can quickly tell the audience where they can go for more information. Obviously, CMSC.org, but what can people take as an action item away from this if they want to learn more about this certification?
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the website, I'll tell you, the best resource there is the certification handbook. It's available online. It's a PDF. It's at our website, www.cmsc.org. Go there, click on the certification button. There's a link to the handbook. You can download that handbook. It outlines every necessary step to apply for certification, what the recertification requirements are, personal development hours, attending conferences, participating in training, doing the work. All those things earn PDHs. So it's really about not just obtaining an initial certification, but staying active and relevant and current in the technologies to earn those PDHs to keep your certification active.
Well, Randy Gruver, thanks again for joining us today on CMSC Corner. We got a lot of good information there from you on the certification committee activities. Thanks for that. We will see you in Reno in just, I guess about half a year, but maybe we'll see you here before then. Thanks again for joining us on CMSC Corner.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Randy.
Thanks, Randy. See you soon.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing. The fixed, I mean, we knew the laser scanners, but the fixed CMM thing was kind of a surprise. Like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Like I say, a lot of you out there should be interested in that. So check that out at cmsc.org.
That's right. Well.